Hi, this is the Fiery Joker. You know, Friendship is Magic has really come a long way, hasn't it? Seriously, it's become a worldwide cultural phenomenon with over 5 seasons, several movies, dozens of conventions, and millions of fans. No one can deny there's something special about this show. Friendship is Magic has broken down barriers and has shown that girls' cartoons can be interesting, endearing, and showcase timeless messages that entertain audiences both young and old. So when they make episodes like Baby Cakes, it really makes you want to punt kittens! Not gonna lie, I freaking despise this episode. In fact, this was the episode that almost made me quit watching the show entirely. Ooh, what's that? You want to know how bad it is? Well, you're here, aren't you? You got nothing better to do than to listen to a grown man yell at his camera about how much he hates an episode of a show featuring candy-colored cartoon horses. This is Baby Cakes. What is my life? So, this episode opens up with all the girls looking at the newborn babies. Oh man, I gotta say this right now. Babies are my kryptonite. I mean, I just look at them and I turn into a puddle. I just can't resist cooing at them and playing with them, and I was in the United States Marine Corps. And now I'm talking about babies in a show about cartoon ponies. Real men wear pink! Anyways, I really hope that this episode can recapture those feelings that I have about infants. I'm secure enough in myself that I don't mind going, duh, it's some cute. What the f*** are those? Those are baby ponies? I mean, they're not butt ugly, but they're not cute. Like, at all. Their heads are enormous, they don't have the bright, smiling, soulful eyes of the adult ponies, and they don't sound like babies. They sound like adults, trying to sound like babies. You know, I really hope that this episode's enjoyment doesn't completely bank on the fact that you find these little gremlins cute. Otherwise, you'd be really out of luck, and it'd be very annoying, and it'd be very, very painful to sit through it. How does Hammer get here?
We need to celebrate your birthday, babies! Because you were just born today! Woohoo!
Shh! The babies are trying to sleep.
But I was just...
Shh!
Yeah, have you been around babies? Because this is kind of the point where they'd be screaming in terror at the loud flailing pink menace. You know, the one that's not me.
Now, how in thunderation is one of them twins a Pegasus and the other one a unicorn?
Easy. My great-great-great-great-grandfather was a unicorn, and Cupcake's great-aunt, second cousin twice removed, was a Pegasus. That makes sense, right?
Kronk?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Huh. Mr. Cake, are you and your wife on speaking terms?
Quick! Make a wish and blow out your candles! Which is easy, because there are 0 candles! You are 0 years old after all!
How are these babies not awake? Oh, okay, there it is.
My little pony, my little pony.
Don't let your kids watch it!
So it turns out there's a month-iversary for the babies. I'm sorry, this episode didn't nearly make a good enough first impression to get away with something that stupid. And then she destroys a perfectly good cake in the process. And you call yourself a baker! Then Pinkie decides to play peekaboo with the babies. I'm sorry, how is this supposed to be entertaining for us? No, I suppose I shouldn't get too wound up. I mean, the babies like it.
Where's Pinkie Pie? Here I am!
Witchcraft.
And then we cut to Mr. Cake giving his kids a diaper change. You know, right about now, I could be watching Twilight have a hilarious mental breakdown, or I could be watching Discord turn Equestria into Wonderland. What makes you think I'm okay with watching a pony handle dirty diapers with his mouth? I mean, on one hand, that's pretty hardcore, but on the other, that's pretty inane and disgusting. So it appears that the Cakes need to find a babysitter so they can complete an order. And they seem to intentionally ignore Pinkie. I wonder why.
I have to finish this report for the princess, summarizing all my other reports to the princess.
Somehow I get the feeling that's a want and not a have. Nerd.
Moi! Babysit! Oh, no.
Oh, I have nothing against the cute, adorable, innocent, demonic hellspawn currently in your arms. Please take that away from me.
Well, well, well. Look who just ran out of options.
Pinkie Pie, how would you like to babysit for us?
I don't know. I'll have to check my schedule.
While I do have to compliment the delivery on that line, so far the funniest thing in this episode was the infidelity joke. That's not good. So Pinkie tries to let the cakes know that she can handle the sponsibility. Rugrats? Babies? Whatever.
But this time you need to take care of them, not just play with them. You have to be responsible.
Yes, I know. I will. I am.
I can totally handle anything this baby can dish out.
You'll be sorry!
And she finally convinces the cakes to leave, and only then do they finally begin to cry at the big flailing pink menace. So, what's the next best thing to do in this situation? Stand-up comedy, of course! It's Pinkie Pie, don't question it.
I used to have an ant farm, but I had to get rid of it because I couldn't find tractors that small. Get it? Tractors that small?
If you have to explain a joke, there is no joke!
The other day, I spilled spot remover on my dog, and now I can't find him!
Go back to the Fire Nation!
Tough crowd. Tell me about it.
Pinkie, darling, you could maybe try hugging them, or playing with them, or feeding them, or maybe giving them their favorite toy, or maybe putting them to bed with some Mozart, or...
First you jingle your tail, oink oink oink, then you wriggle your snout, oink oink oink, then you wriggle your rump, oink oink oink, then shout it out, oink oink oink.
Am I watching Teletubbies? Because it feels like I'm watching Teletubbies. Okay, real talk. This episode is one joke, and it's not a very funny joke. It's just Pinkie has no idea how to handle kids. I mean, yeah, it could work if the babies were cuter or Pinkie's antics were funnier, but they're not. Pinkie's being unbelievably annoying here. Which is a real shame because Pinkie can be very funny. Drop dead hilarious. I swear I was not setting up for a ghost comparison there. That wouldn't even be that funny. So the babies apparently find Pinkie's pain funny. Okay, how are they smart enough to comprehend Schadenfreude? Oh, who cares? We have to show that Pinkie is so dumb she doesn't know how to feed infants. And then they cry some more, and some more, and they keep crying. They keep crying. Oh my gosh, this episode is mostly babies crying! How is that supposed to be entertaining for us? Babies cry! Babies cry. Babies cry.
The baby. Babies cry. Babies cry.
Oh, thank goodness they're home.
Oh, thank goodness we're finally done. Nope, only halfway through the episode. Okay, what goes wrong?
I figured you would need some help. That's why I stopped by.
Excuse me?
Babies take a lot of work, and some ponies are just not cut out to handle the responsibility.
Okay, well, Twilight's not wrong, especially seeing as she's maintained a dragon for years, but I'm detecting a hint of passive-aggressive elitism there, Twi. So after that... Okay, I gotta be honest, this is a really, really hard episode to review, because very little happens other than baby noises and sound effects. Anyway, she somehow gets the babies to sleep because they can now apparently understand basic English. Then she turns her back and they vanish!
I swear to God. Oh, good, there you are.
You be a good little girl now, Pumpkin Wumpkin, and stay in your crib for your pal, Pinky Winky.
Sweet Christmas, I made that Teletubbies joke too soon. Okay, so Pinkie still can't find Pound Cake, and the music has suddenly shifted into a minor key, and the acoustics have become echoey, and we hear the sounds of spooky baby laughter. I have opinions on that.
They just referenced f***ing train spotting! Okay, if you don't know who I am and are confused by me suddenly cutting into this video, whatever. I'm just a guy who likes movies. I help write Josh's videos. Sorry to break the immersion. You don't like that, go send me a complaint at seriously-why-train-spotting at equestriaonline.yay. But, okay, in the movie Trainspotting, a baby dies from neglect. and then heroin addict Obi-Wan Kenobi has a hallucination of the dead exorcist baby crawling on the ceiling, and I am explaining this disturbing crap to you in a review of a show for kids! Okay. Now, I'm just imagining what would happen if Pinky accidentally caused these babies to die. Think of the existential trauma that would be on display. We'll be going from Teletubbies to something actually deep. Win that Emmy Award! Scar the children! Make them question the horror of the universe we live in! Nihilism for everyone! So, I just thought it was interesting that they referenced that movie in particular.
Why do I continue working with you? Anyways, it appears that Pound and Pumpkin's natural abilities have manifested a bit early.
I'm not ready. Go!
Wow, a baby's flying. And Scootaloo can't, because she's disabled. I ruined this moment for you forever. Okay, I like the joke about Unicorn's Master Race and all, but even I have to admit, that's pretty cheap. I mean, just add that to the growing power gap between unicorns and everyone else. I mean, could they make unicorns any more overpowered in this?
I was f***ing kidding!
Unicorns, because why have one advantage over Earth ponies when you can do literally anything? Hey, Princess Luna, all that effort to control your powers? You really have to suck, because look, this baby knows their stuff inside and out from birth. I'll hail the true ruler of Equestria. Okay, yes, there is an explanation.
Baby unicorns get strange magic surges that come and go.
Yeah, but do these strange magical surges suddenly come with hyper competency despite them not possessing the basic intelligence to stick the right shape in the right hole? I forgot. Magic. It fixes plot holes and continuity errors when it's not called the Force. So the pressure gets to Pinky and she breaks down crying, and Pound and Pumpkin try to cheer her up. Okay, I have to admit, that is legitimately charming. I suppose I could be black-hearted and question how they're cognizant enough to do that, or do anything really. Like, walk through walls, levitate as fast as a Pegasus. Gosh darn it, I'm getting angry again. Then we get a very maturely worded lesson from Pinkie Pie of all ponies, and a rather touching scene where Pinky becomes the go-to babysitter for the Cake Twins. Wow, this episode actually ended on a reasonably satisfying and touching note. Yeah, completely makes you forget how the rest of the episode was really annoying and loud and obnoxious and infantile, irritating, insipid, stupid. Oh, darn it, I hate this episode! Okay, look, I know why people like this episode. They think it's cute. I'm sorry, but I don't. Half of it is padded with annoying baby noises, and the other half is Pinky failing her slapstick and not being allowed to shine with her humor. The little bits they added to the lore were interesting, but confusing, and only added more questions. Weirdly enough, these problems do seem to reinforce the message at the end, but there are better ways to do this that don't involve making your audience suffer. If the jokes were funnier and there were less of the babies, this could have been a much better episode. But as it stands, this is the stuff that newcomers think of when they hear My Little Pony. It looks and sounds like something that belongs in Generation 3. If I were shown this episode as my introduction to MLP, I wouldn't have watched the show at all. I'm the Fiery Joker, and because I'm a horrible, spiteful person, I'm gonna go play some Yoshi's Island, and intentionally get Baby Mario captured, and have Zane draw it, and put it in the credits sequence. Roll it!
Cut!